Hello there, folks. Welcome to session 19 of Welcome to the Academy. I am, of course, your DM of Doom. Oops, all brands, as I have been rebranded, so to speak. Not so to speak. I've literally been rebranded. I made this exact same joke all over my TikTok. Yeah, so oops, all brands here. And with me today, we've got my amazing cast. We have got Charlie 182.0. We've got Gina Donahue. We have got Changeling Rogue, and we've got Just Dan. Today, we are taking our first steps into the New Moon Ball here at the Academy for the study of the arcane, divine, natural and occult arts. Do I have anything I want to say beforehand? I don't think so. I think I've said all I have to say during the week. TLDR, be a good person. If you're not a good person, we don't want you here, and I truly do hope the door hits you on the way out. There we go. Yeah, that's all I want to say. So I think without further ado-bles, and without further doubles, can anybody remember what happened in our last session?
I mean, does anyone else want to take a stab at it?
This is your job at this point.
This is your job.
I don't know. I feel like I deserve a break.
I look forward to this.
Well, listen, I might be the scribe, but I don't remember anything that's going on.
I can give you the highlights.
There's something so reassuring about it. It's like the Avatar Roku voiceover at the beginning of every Avatar The Last Airbender episode.
I'll fill
Like, that
in
was
just my random commentary as Gina goes through.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a highlights reel because I was so enwrapped in the last session I didn't take that many notes. I might as well read my notes verbatim in that case. Khan and Eldwin talk about Eldwin being a werewolf. It was extremely anticlimactic. Constantine was just fine with it. I wrote a quote that somebody said that I really liked. The big questions are what you figure out by living. You don't replace living by figuring it out. I think it was Eldwin that said that. That was pretty cool. Cool. Malekith looked hot. Aurora asked Vristo and Achillia to distract her father when the dancing begun. That does not spell good things for Constantine. And Malekith was also very nervous, seeing Rista. It was very cute. And then I wrote a note about Strahd that he killed his brother because he liked his brother's wife.
That's true.
And that's
Nobody knew that.
Episode.
Nobody knew that about Strahd. That was unknown information.
And then we entered through the portal that took us to the New Moon Ball, and that's where we left off.
We do, in fact, have a note that Felicity is of Pyero for the dance.
Oh my gosh, yes. Felicity's with Pyero. And Rista roasted the shit out of her.
Titles going in, which was fun.
Oh yeah, Brand, do you have
yeah.
what our titles were?
What, their titles going in?
I have.
Yeah, or the party's titles.
Some of them.
The party's titles. Allow me to quickly check if I wrote them down.
I can tell you me and Malekith.
Those are the two that I don't initially have, because I have Eldwin as the Eldritch Witch, Constantine as the Bloody Scribes. As the Bloody Scribe, Paladin as the Favored of Misfortune, Achillia Malefolium, Protector of the Stars, Randuin, Hawk Song, Spirit of the Winds.
I didn't write them down.
Mine was the Duchess of Highborn.
And Malekith.
Mine was the Duchess of Highborn because that's my official title, and then I called Malekith, I believe I called him the Master of Tricks.
I like this. I like that. Okay.
Aurora was like the,
Aurora had an official title too.
Yeah.
The Dowager Duchess of Barovia.
She was the Dowager Duchess of Barovia.
Also, how is she a dowager?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually, I don't think Dowager was on it. I think she just goes under, as she is the daughter of a count, I believe she's a duchess.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dowagers are widows, right?
Yeah.
Dowagers are...
No,
Dowager is you get it from your husband.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
dead.
I specifically remember in episode 1, I believe Aurora said that she was a countess.
That was my fault. So a dowager
Her
is
title changes every session, actually.
a widow with a title or property derived from her late husband. And the daughter of a...
Maybe Aurora was married. We don't know.
The daughter of a count...
Yeah, how old is she exactly?
The daughter of a count is given different titles depending on where they are from. If you go with the kind of modern day idea that Dracula, the basis for Strahd, would be Eastern European, then him being a count, his son and daughter would be Lord and Lady. But if you go with the original context, which would have been Carpathian, him being a count, his daughter would be the Duke and Duchess. So I decided to go with that one. So she would be Duchess Aurora of Barovia, and Lucian. Lucian would be Duke Lucian of Barovia.
And he went with the really pretty, like,
He went with
songstress.
the Tiefling Bard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really sweet. I like her.
We should find them. Anyway,
I think we should all get drunk later in the party.
I agree. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
think
I
this is a
I
great idea.
definitely haven't planned anybody to spike the punch bowl. I promise, guys.
Who would do such a thing?
Me.
I'll give
I
you
can
a
name a few
clue.
people.
One of you's walking them in.
I know who it is.
Kaladin!
Oh no! I wonder.
Kaladin and Random are gonna
Hold on
team
a
up
second.
to do it.
Let's be so real. We're all talking about Randuin, but wouldn't all of our dates kind of do that?
That's kind of interesting. I was just thinking about that. With the exception of Aurora, no offense, Kaladin, Malekith, and Randuin all share the mischievous trait. Like, if you made them into a sim, they have so many of the same traits.
I would like
Oh, we all have a
to.
type.
I would like to highlight the words that I used. I'll give you a clue. You're all walking them in.
Oh,
And Aurora would absolutely spike the punch bowl.
That's
And
what
Aurora
would say.
shares
Aurora would
mischievous,
absolutely.
too. Well,
Oh, it's just that Aurora wouldn't let
has-
anyone know.
Aurora has the malicious trait, in addition to the mischievous trait.
What-
That's
Yeah.
the...
While Malekith is turning up with rum, Randuin's turning up with rum, Malekith is turning up with whiskey, and your mischievous fella, he's turning up, misfortune fella, he's turning up with vodka. Aurora's rocking up with, like, absinthe. Like, that's the difference.
Jaeger. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
was just gonna say she's gonna poison the punch bowl.
she's gonna just poison it. Right,
No.
Everclear.
I wouldn't go that. No, not like Everclear.
Like Bleach.
Like Kaladin. Actually, Kaladin, I'd say, is probably rocking up with probably Jaeger.
Jaeger, yeah,
Jaeger.
that's terrifying.
I don't know. I had vodka in my head.
No,
And
no.
he's going with
Jaeger
hard
bombs.
liquor.
No. He's pouring in Jaeger, then looking you dead in the eyes and going, "What? It's cough syrup." This is
Because
medicinal.
that's what you want to do in a ball fall asleep.
This is medicinal. That's what he's doing. Anyway,
Oh, he could relate to Achille with that.
it's
Like, what? It's
medicinal.
medicinal.
I've
I'm
got
not spiking
I-
the punch, I'm
I've-
enhancing it.
I've got glaucoma. I have a card.
Excellent.
But yes, without further ado, guys, we left off with you guys taking your step through the portals that would take you to the small demiplane that has been prepared. As you step through, you are brought to... I say demiplane. That's the wrong word. A separate space that has been put aside. As you step through, you are taken to a place that you have seen before, although the last time you've seen it, it was used as a classroom. The place where you met Professor Coriastrazza, the gold dragon that taught you the secrets of evocation magic. Now, when you used this place as a classroom, you had to incorporate his true form's sheer size. Without an ancient gold dragon taking up the majority of the space, you see how large this actually is. It rivals that of the Grand Hall of the Academy. The sprawling stone arches have been decorated with phalanx, dancing wisps rotating around them in spiraling patterns, dizzying should you stare too long. The floor has been completely swept, cleared, polished and shined to the point where dancing on this floor will seem akin to dancing with a ghostly upside down version of yourself in another world. To one side, a raised stage where there are multiple instruments. A full orchestra could be sat. To the other side, a refreshments table with multiple different types of beverages available, all from fountains which continually run. And for the comedic factor, there is a large punch bowl. Already there are people here, adults mostly. Well, when I say adults, you know, real adults. Not like you
I love
guys.
that.
Adults.
Some are familiar looking. Some are not so familiar looking. Some we may be incredibly familiar with. But we will get to those. For now, as we step through into it, you are greeted by your dean, your principal, your leader of the school, Professor Heronius Featherwing. As he spreads his hands, spreads his wings and says, "Welcome to our first year students, to the New Moon Ball. Each of you have applied yourself diligently over the past few weeks. You have upheld every lesson this school has taught you. You have learned where you are supposed to. You have fallen where you were expected to. And you have risen where we hoped you would. And this is your reward. So, engage in revelry. Form social bonds you will wield for a lifetime. And network among famous alumni. Not to be an entirely obvious bore, but this is still a school, and we do have some rules. Representatives from the fourth year classes will be parading the corridors of the school throughout the night. If you are to leave here, you are to remain on the ground floor of the castle unless returning to your dorms. Any deviation from this will be met with immediate consequences. Tampering with, or in any other way, editing the wording on any of the decorations, and he locks eyes with Randuin. Who does the, as soon as he locks eyes with Randuin, Randuin does the will be met with swift eviction from the event and immediate relocation to your dome. Our last rule is this. While here, you are to engage and to let loose your wild inhibitions. But you are still to represent this school. Keep that in mind at all times. And should any nefarious imbibements or beverages be discovered, again, immediate eviction and transportation to your room. Other than that, have fun and keep your eyes on the skies, students. You never know what may... And he just clicks a finger, and overhead all the stars in the night sky start to gradually pitch and shift very softly to change colour. You never know what may jump out and surprise you. At which point the music starts up and you are free to do whatever you wish in this massive room. There are, as this happens, suddenly there are puffs of smoke along the sides of the room as silly fair games pop into existence. Horseshoes, ring tosses, there's even a like a dunk tank kind of thing, but in this particular instance it's Dunk the Goblin. All these kind of things. It's like a combination of a ball and a fairground on one side, but only the game side of a fairground. So to you all, what would the party like to do?
Oh, there's so many options.
No.
Yes, yes, yes. So many options. So many options.
I think, for my part, Eldwin will grab Kaladin's hand and say, okay, in my experience when you arrive at a party, beverages, and then pleasantries. You want to talk to the important people before you get wasted.
Usually I do it the other way around.
It's gotten you here, so it must be doing something for you.
I assume so.
Let's go grab something to drink. Any of you guys coming with, or are you guys going your separate ways?
Rista is scanning the room to see if she can, like before Eldwin makes that offer, she wants to scan the room and see if she can lay eyes on her father. To see if he can.
Make me an investigation check for that.
An investigation. 11.
On an 11, there's a lot of alumni here. So you can't see any signs of your father yet.
Okay. Then I'm going to lock arms with Malekith, and I'm going to turn to Eldwin and say, I think starting off the party with a drink is a fantastic idea.
Takes the edge off.
I will certainly be needing it.
I think Achillia is distracted to the by the stars. There's one thing that's indistractedly, it's always the stars. And kind of snaps back to it when Eldwin directly asks a question. was like, I don't know. I don't know. Looks right back up. That might be
Why don't
a good start.
Yeah, why don't you come with us, dear? She's not used to engagements like this. This doesn't happen in the Feywilds. She's gotta... She'll be fine. Yeah, you and Randuin come with us. Aurora, Constantine, are you off to face the big scary vampire lord, or are you wanting to take a second to unwind, taking the scene?
I'll turn to Aurora. Would you like me to die now, or wait until an hour or two into the pleasantries?
She does that thing where she's kind of got like her arm linked in yours, and then she does that kind of like laugh and just like smacks your arm a little bit. It's like, Leonid, you're so funny. You wouldn't
Who the
kill
fuck is Leonid?
It's cause your name. It's cause your name says Leonid. It's cause it says Leonid.
That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
That is on you. It's not my fault.
Oh my god, Aurora's been cheating on you this whole time.
I have ADHD. It can't be helped.
So that's
sorry.
why Leonid was never in a relationship.
Listen.
Leonid was actually the first guy who went, nah, not yet. It's a bit weird. That's why Leonid got smacked to a tumor. That's how we ended up there. No, sorry. Constantine, you're so funny. He wouldn't kill you now. He would wait until it was, all over. And then he would, creep into your window during the night and, drain you dry.
I mean, a lot of goodness.
Boys being boys.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Wait, so that's what that means. Okay.
Yeah, it's when a boy offends someone, and so another boy comes in and sucks all his blood.
Perfect.
No, I didn't know that expression came specifically from vampires. That's an interesting piece of cultural lore.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It really opens your eyes to the whole meaning of the phrase now, doesn't it? Just a couple of boys being boys, just a couple of dudes being dudes. Show me your dick, Larry.
Well, in that case, drinks?
Right this way.
Yeah.
I will navigate over to the fountains, dispensing many a drink of choice, as well as the punch bowl.
What is your fancy? There are several options. You have a wide variety of what appear to be standard mocktail style drinks. There's ones that are based on the idea of like margaritas, woo-woo, sex on the beach, blah, 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 all those kind of things, right? Or there's one individual fountain which stands by itself. It's different from the others. It's not quite as fancy. Seems to have been placed there differently from the others.
No.
And it just has some glass mugs next to it. And the liquid that comes from the fountain changes consistency and colour constantly. But who would be brave enough to drink from this fountain?
Didn't I already do that earlier tonight?
No, not earlier tonight. You did that
At the party.
I did that at the
party.
party. Interesting. I think I see that fountain, recognize the liquid, immediately get flashbacks. And I turn to Malekith and I say, "You didn't happen to sneak anything in here, didn't you?"
Malekith is he's going to kind of grin a little bit and then say, well, I mean, that all depends on one thing.
Oh, what would that be?
If you're a law-abiding officer, then you gotta tell me before I answer.
What if I'm a dirty cop? Do I have to tell you that?
You still gotta tell me if you're a co-op. This is where Malikith's
Oh,
entire
man.
charade drops and it just turns out he's actually from Boston. Are you a co-op? Are you a co-op?
Hey, illegally you have to tell
You've
me
been
if
lying
you're
to me this whole time.
Legally, you're gonna tell me if you're a co-op.
Are you a co-op? I'm not a co-op. I promise you, Malekith, of all the things that I ever will be or could be, that would not be one of them.
He will then just move his waistcoat a little bit to show very evidently the shape of a flask inside his jacket. Inside his waistcoat.
Okay,
sorry.
I'm gonna very swiftly take 2 of the mocktail drinks and kind of gesture to him over to a corner so that he can spike the drinks.
What? As he takes out and he goes to pour, he goes, I do apologise, where my manners? And he drinks from the flask first.
Oh, what a gentleman.
And then he will, pour a, not like a, triple, quadruple shot in each one or anything like that, but
Yeah.
a decent wee amount in each one to begin with.
Yeah, take it easy. Take it easy at the beginning.
So, Gina, what is your constitution modifier?
My constitution is +1.
+1? Okay, so you can handle 1 drink before you need to start making con saves to not be drunk.
Fantastic.
Fantastic, cool. So this is your 1 drink.
What? The air Genazi's a
Excuse me.
lightweight?
It's been established that my character's a lightweight.
I'm very sorry to have to do this, guys. I know I'm all dressed
Oh,
up to the
wait.
nines. Scotland is having a heat wave right now. I've reached my maximum point. I need to go and take this waistcoat and this bow tie off. So I'm just very quickly going to do this. If you want to get some really cool D&D formal attire shit, like this lovely bow tie, you need to go check out witchhuntstore.com. Amazing D&D hair accessories, formal wear bundles, cufflinks, ties. I should have got a tie, but I thought to myself, nah, bow tie, really jazz it up. Ties, bow ties, pocket squares, the whole shebang. But it's so warm here, witchhuntstore.com. We're not sponsored or anything by them. I just think their shit's really, really cool. I would wear this the entire session, guys. It's very, very comfortable, but it's just too warm. So while you do what you guys are doing there, I'll be off camera for just a second while I take off my waistcoat and take off the bow tie.
Eldwin, you need to stop me. I can't go for the mystery drink right now. It's gonna go really bad if I do that right now, but I want it.
Why would I stop you? I was thinking about doing it too. Do you think I got
Shit, okay,
powers
Owen-
by sitting around and not fucking with mysterious, dangerous
No,
things?
you're right,
I became a
you're right.
sorcerer by fucking with the dangerous.
You guys, it's the beginning of the night.
All right,
Start
lads,
strong.
love it.
Apparently, that's
No.
not the same stuff that we were drinking.
No, I think I'll take a mocktail to start. Boring. I don't
I-
expect
I don't know,
anybody's
Malekith and
here
Random
to
went
see
right there.
me, but all the same.
Still very tasteful.
I will at least keep the shirt.
It is. It is tasteful.
Also, Bran, I
Dang
hate
it, I'm
to
really disappointed that you kept the shirt on.
Bran, I hate to shoot myself in the foot here, but I'm all about being an honest player. I actually Rissa did have a drink earlier in the day. Does that count towards my one drink? per-
It's been hours.
I mean, knowing what that's going to be, I would
Just
probably like a
checking.
mimosa or some shit. That shit don't count.
Awesome. Fantastic.
It's like a mimosa. I love a mimosa, okay?
Mimosas are great.
Mimosas are fucking good. Same as Bellinis.
If you have cranberry
Bellinis
juice
are
instead of orange
delicious.
juice, ugh.
I know a way that you
I'll
can
take a
get.
Bellini any day.
I know a way you can if you mix cranberry and lingonberry puree enough that the cranberry and the lingonberry will sit on the bottom, so you can make a cranberry and lingonberry Bellini. It's beautiful. Very Scandinavian tasting. It's the taste of Scandinavia. Lingonberries. Bitter. That's what the taste of Scandinavia is. Bitter. Kaladin will join you in having a mocktail as he goes straight for the very evident mocktail version of a margarita.
Like a Cosmo. If they have something along
Of course
those
they,
lines.
of course they fucking do. Of course they fucking do.
I'm sorry, isn't a Virgin Cosmo just a Shirley Temple? Or it might as well be.
And don't be chintzy with the Shirley.
I'm with Kaladin. You
That's,
think
that's
that
a
this
dirty
is
Shirley
virgin?
when it's done.
Or maybe I'm thinking of a vodka cran. Whatever the difference is.
Well, a vodka cranberry is just, it's genuinely just cranberry juice
Vodka.
and vodka.
Isn't that what a Cosmo is? Just add vermouth or something?
No.
What is a
Cosmo's
Cosmo?
Okay,
A cosmopolitan is lime, triple sec, or some form of orange-based liqueur, with cranberry.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can add vodka to
I'll
it
accept it.
if you would like to, or you can switch out for another white spirit. I would generally do my cosmopolitans with vodka and triple sec, but I know some people that do white rum and triple sec because
Oh, that's interesting.
most white rums have at least some trace of coconut, and the coconut can take away the bitter bite from the orange.
Huh.
8 years as a
That's
mixo-
a more complicated trick than I thought.
8 years as a mixologist, guys. But yeah. So Kaladin will join.
Yeah,
He'll
that's
he'll take a cocktail as well. Kaladin is absolutely going to turn round and almost brazenly about it, just kind of like show a bottle with a corked top and just be like, "Do you want to add a little something extra?"
He'll just very, like, casually hold out the drink.
Pops it, and drip, 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 drip. It's essentially Jaeger.
Yeah, cool.
Earthy,
You know, I may
herbal,
not look it, but-
pungent smell wafts up from the bottle as he pours it.
Yeah. Yep. You know, I may not look it, but I have a werewolf's constitution.
What is your constitution modifier?
Oh, it's +2.
I have a werewolf's constitution. Can drink literally one more drink than the air genasi.
And the same
not
amount
drink
as
more-
the skinny nerd in the back.
You know what's funny
Werewolf's
about drinking as an air
constitution.
genasi? It quite literally goes right through me.
Your constitution is the same as the Fae.
Oh, well, that's kind of saying something.
Achillea, Constantine, do you guys also go join them at the refreshments table?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Achilles gonna take the most sugary one she can find.
So, Achillea, funnily enough, beelining straight for the sugary drink, is going to beeline straight to something which is essentially a zombie. You guys ever drank a zombie before?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the alcohol out of that,
Yeah.
and that's just sugar and lime. Like,
Yeah.
or well, I suppose actually something really sugary, really sweet, fruity, sugary. Could go straight to a woo woo.
Good.
I didn't
Honestly,
think.
margaritas
Well,
are also
no,
best bet.
I think
or good
it's
bet for a
funnier if
sugary
Achilles
drink.
drinking a woo woo than a zombie. There's just something about
I didn't. I honestly didn't have the imagination and forethought to come up with fantasy names for these. So all I've got is the cocktail names that they actually are called. Okay, sweet. So you have this.
But it's got some fantasy liqueur or something.
Yeah. It's made with elf fire brandy or some shit like that. So this is, vodka, triple sec, peach. So what you've got here is orange, peach, cranberry, lime. It's just, sweetness, and also on top of that, brown sugar and mint. Just right there in the back of the mouth. It's lovely, it's refreshing, it's fruity, it's sweet as fuck.
Gina just left. Sorry.
Gina just got up and was like, nope, I'm done.
She just walked up and left. Yeah, that was so funny to me for some reason. Okay.
So Achillia, you get your drink. Randuin is going to also take a drink, but he just gets like something from the punch bowl. Just like a normal. Bloop. He just got that fruit juice. He's doing that thing that you like, you know, like when you go to a dance and you don't really know what to do with your date, so you guys get a drink and just kind of stand next to each other.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Did you sneak that in?
Him and Malekith have seemed to swap positions, where Randuin was coming into this with like all the confidence in the world, and Malekith was nervous as heck. Malekith seems really damn confident now, and Randuin is like, shit, I bluffed my way in here and I don't know what to do.
Stand at the wall and have 8 glasses of water.
And then really need to pee,
Constantine's plan?
but I can't leave, otherwise will people know I'm peeing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds so correct.
That's so funny. Aurora's in her element, right?
I was about to say,
Oh,
on our way over to the... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Constantine.
Oh, I was going to say, on our way to the fountain, I wanted to ask Aurora something.
Of course, go ahead.
I have an idea for tonight.
An idea. I am intrigued.
Well, my experience with these events is there's a lot of words and very little truth in any of them. You won't need to answer anything you don't feel comfortable with, but rather than playing a dance where we both say something that is polite or say what the other person would like to hear, I propose that we make a deal. I'll answer any question that you ask truthfully as long as you do the same.
Okay. I will agree to this, but I have an amendment of my own.
Okay.
An amendment and a condition of my own. The amendment is we each get 1 veto each.
One question that we don't answer.
1 question that when asked we can choose not to answer.
Alright.
And here is my condition. Have you ever attended an event like this before? Where you have a dance partner and you spend the night with them and you have a lovely evening, you all dress up fancy.
No.
There is always the expectation that there will be a kiss at some point. And I believe wholeheartedly that those kisses that happen in those moments of completely star-lit joy are the greatest anticlimaxes that have ever happened. But the build-up to them, that is the best.
Someone watched How I Met Your Mother.
That's where I got it from!
Oh, good episode. Amazing episode.
I knew I got it from somewhere. I couldn't remember where it is. It's How I Met Your Mother.
Drum roll. She called it the drum roll.
Yeah. That's what she's suggesting.
And
So, well, to be frank, kissing wasn't really on my mind, so it seems like a fair deal.
This
I was
man,
more worried about.
this man just turned round to the daughter of Strad von Zarvich and went, "Yeah, I didn't really think about kissing you at all. Gonna be honest with you."
Honestly, I was more concerned with, well, not dying. It took just slightly higher on my priority list, but I suppose the lead-up could be entertaining in and of itself.
Well, if it never crossed your mind, then we don't need to worry about it then, do we?
I guess not.
This will be an enjoyable evening.
I hope so. Constantine is not good with people. Just to reiterate.
Oh, you've told
really?
you've told
We
us
hadn't
this.
noticed.
You've told us this several times. However, we didn't expect
Yeah.
you to show it so 100%.
Listen, when I commit to the bit, I commit.
So
I mean, you gotta commit to the bit.
bombing the maxi challenge, and that's okay.
I don't know what that means.
That's okay. Whew, all right.
How much will you think that I am not an interesting person if I choose to not get intoxicated tonight?
That is completely your choice to make, and I will not hold it against you.
Fantastic. I don't really care for liquor. I like to keep a clear head. Plus, I'd like to remember tonight and not forget it. It's probably going to be the most pleasant one I've had this semester.
Oh.
Well, I am happy for you in that regard. Excuse me a moment. I have to go and find my brother.
He's going to walk away. I don't think I'm doing a very good job. Just like under his breath. He's any.
I think Rista appears over your shoulder and says, "You're not doing a good job."
Constantine, if it was anyone other than Aurora, you'd be fine.
I think Elwyn also appears and says, "No, you're doing great."
I'm
Khaled-
confused. Why am I-
Kaladin is gonna come over your shoulder and be like, "Lad, I really appreciate a ballsy approach. But this girl asked you out to this ball. You said yes. Then you said you hadn't thought once about kissing her. And then you said that you want to remember this night after just having told her you don't want to kiss her. Like, I'm just curious. Do you know who her dad is?"
I'm confused. What does that have to do with any of this? Because I assumed that asking someone out meant you wanted to engage in rigorous and intimate conversation. Is that not what most people do?
Rigorous and intimate.
I definitely do want to do something rigorous and intimate at some point tonight, yes.
Exactly.
Right. Discuss things. Hence why I prefaced with telling the truth.
He's gonna go, "Ah, Constantine, lad, I really do like you, so I'm going to do this really, really slowly for you, okay, lad?
Okay. Alright.
At what point in our futures do you think me and Eldwin would be working together in a business partnership or other such professional stature?"
That's a... I don't know how to answer that question.
Do you think Randwin and I are going to start a business? That's the real question here.
I think you two already have. You're running some side business together. Don't lie.
Okay, let me be a bit more productive about this, okay? He's gonna and he just reaches out into the crowd of people moving by and pulls two people out. Who'd they pull out? Where's my dice?
Oh yes, please.
I need
Oh,
my
please
dice.
let it be Lucian and his date.
That would be so funny, actually.
Oh, please let it be them.
My brand new dice from the amazing people at Project Hedron. These are glass dice, so I will need to get. They're absolutely stunning. I'll get a picture of them sent in a wee minute. But I need a dice box to roll them in because they're glass. There we go. I have it here.
Always get a dice box, folks. If you've got metal dice, it'll protect your table, and if you've got glass or gemstone dice, it'll protect your dice.
I have a cardboard box.
I have this really handy thing that I got from, I can't remember the name of the store, but it's like a book. It's a ranger, and then you open it up, and it's a set of dice.
Yeah.
And a little place to roll
Oh,
it.
that's so pretty.
I get really cool shit when I go to conventions.
You do.
People just hand me shit. Oh hey, you do that World Tree Quest thing? Yeah, I do. Here, try these. I would like to buy things. 38. Who's number 38 on my list? Please be somebody we know. It would be really awkward if I had to introduce somebody new at this point. And number 38, the prize goes to... Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? My pages are missing. That's okay, because I actually started doing the thing I always said I would do and put them on the computer.
Woo!
That's okay, I can just tell you who you pull out of the crowd.
Number 38 is... Okay, good news, it's not somebody new. Bad news, I'm going to have to roll again.
Is
I
it
was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was one.
It's
It was a random one.
yeah, it was
I was
random.
I couldn't recall. I'm pretty sure it's Randuin.
It was random.
Random one just snuck off somewhere for a
Randuin was
second.
re-pulled out from the side of everything.
Okay, so who you pull out is I'm wondering if you'll remember her. Do you remember the tall half orc, half Goliath girl that I spoke about, Hela?
Vaguely, yes.
I do.
Do you remember who's taking her to the dance?
Was it the...
I swear to God, if you say the mushroom guy.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not the mushroom guy. Equally
It's
as
not
funny.
Maiko.
It's not Michael. Equally as funny, in my opinion.
Who do I know? That's funny.
I don't recall.
Woden's there?
I got in my head it was Maiko.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not Michael. Although who Michael's taking is also surprising. It's not. It's not Woden's Day. Currently has a vendetta against squirrels.
God.
Oh, Lauren?
Yeah, Alara and Willowin.
Oh my god.
So Kaladin reaches in and grabs hold of Ilarin and this hulking 7.5 foot half orc, half Goliath girl and pulls them out. Ilarin is wearing traditional elven formal wear in the colours of the Varden Vale, his family's kingdom. Green, lots of kind of like dark burnt golds and deep bronzes. And she's wearing this lovely, very elegant dress. It's kind of reveals the shoulders but covers the like almost like turtleneck up the neck and down, but cut off at the shoulders and then reforms again on the arms. Very, very lovely.
Constantine could have used that neck guard.
And then Kaladin goes, Hela, dear, you'll have to give me just a minute. I have to speak to your lovely date here. Ilarin, I'm going to ask you a question. And he's going to move his hair out the way of his eye. And he's going to use one of his misfortune points, one of his jinx points, to force Ilarin to make a charisma saving throw. If Ilarin fails, he has to tell the truth. So time to roll. Let's see how these glass dice do for poor Ilarin. Good, but not enough. So it is going to be a fail, so Ilarin is going to have to answer truthfully. And he says, how many times have you thought about kissing your date, roughly, since you saw her? And Ilarin, just with no hesitation, blurts out, somewhere roughly in the high 50s.
So you must have known each other for some time then, yes?
Ilarin, red-faced at this point, looks at you with a look of confusion. Is like, no.
What?
You asked her out a few days ago, didn't you?
I did, yeah, and then we went for coffee.
And before that, you had known each other for years, I assume?
No, I only met her when I came here, and then I thought she was really pretty, and yeah.
Well, clearly he's an outlier. That's not the norm, right?
No, you're the outlier.
He's gonna turn and look at. Do you know what? I'm gonna roll between them. I'm gonna roll between Randuin and Malekith, and see which one he looks at.
Oh, either one will be great.
This is gonna be so funny.
Okay, it's odds. That's Malekith. He turns and looks at
Okay.
Malekith, and he goes, "Do I need to use my eye, or are you just going to play the game?" And Malekith is gonna look at Rista, and then look back and go, I'm going to be entirely honest, it has crossed my mind a fair few times.
I mean, that's crossed my mind too. I'm not gonna lie.
Randuin. Oh wait, no, he's already red. Can't tell. I was about to go. He
Randuin
turns.
goes purple.
He turns
I would
bitter.
never so saying that.
Rista's kind of unfazed at Achilles saying that. She
Can you
she's
imagine?
just kind of like, I knew it.
Oh wait, you weren't talking about Randuin. That's even better. That's so much better.
He was agreeing with Malekith.
Randuin thought you were. Do you know what? That falls perfectly in line with Randuin. That just follows on the Hawk Song name proudly.
The thoughts have been there for Randuin too. That's not what I was saying right now.
Then Kaladin is going to look back at you, Constantine, and say, and I would hazard a guess that Eldwin has thought much the same as I have. Rista's thought very much the same as Malekith has, and Achilles thought very much the same as I can very much tell Randuin has, because he's obviously misunderstood what Achilles says, and he's currently blushing, thinking we can't tell just because he's red. You're supposed to go to these things with someone that you like enough that you might want to, you know, start something up with.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm very interested, but the timeline is seems a little quick.
Well,
I don't know her.
You might be very
That's
interested, lad, but as far as she knows, you think she's a piece of soggy fish on your shoe.
And I am tasked with making sure her dad doesn't kill you tonight.
Well,
Both of us are.
I am not a part of this.
how do I communicate interest?
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
this is-
Constantine, this takes much more work than just in one
I
night.
can't understand you when you all talk at the same time and I'm stressed.
Okay, hold on. Constantine. Passage of time does not always equate to connection. That is simply how relationships between people work. I felt a bond with Kaladin immediately. I know this is going places. I don't need to wonder that. I don't know where it's going, but I'm along for the ride.
Oh, you speak awfully sure of yourself.
You? Well, yeah. Anyway,
Fair.
we, you know, that'd be fast for us, but if you just communicate to Aurora that you're someone who takes time to build connection, to build interest romantically, that's fine. But you have to communicate that. You can't assume it's the norm, or else you're going to offend her.
Well, it seems
You-
I've already done that, and
Sorry, you did offend her.
Okay, wonderful. Any tips for fixing that so I don't well, first of all, mess up my chances, and second of all, die.
Are you good at walking on your hands and knees?
What?
Eldwin, I think
Never
that might be a
mind.
little too fast for him.
I tell you the usual ones, you know, flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep.
I just said that I would
I
tell them.
love the last one.
Constantine, my poor sweet baby. Because I know you, I will give you this one piece of advice. People flirt in different ways. Do not flirt like me and Eldwin. It will not work for you.
I couldn't, even if I tried.
That's true. He could.
Not to mention that, from what I've gathered, your flirting largely revolves around lying, and I've just agreed not to do that.
How dare you?
I'm quite honest.
No.
I'm gonna give him the look.
I
Malekith,
run multiple
The look of
rings,
I
and
just discovered
tell
your
more
biggest-
truth than you do.
Malekith is now just looking off, like slightly down at the floor, as if like, did I misread all of the flirting I thought was happening? Was I just being liked?
Not Constantine's crash out, now extending to everyone else on the ball.
Constantine single-handedly ruins the Newman ball via osmosis.
Okay.
Constantine
So-
Through
single-handedly
contagious
has...
awkwardness.
He just invented the miscommunication trope in real life.
Right,
For
Constantine,
everyone now.
Constantine, what you
Verbiage
say?
want to use?
Hold on, Constantine was going to say something.
Oh. Krista, what is Aurora's preferred drink?
Blood.
Blood.
Aside from that. Or which cocktail most closely resembles? I don't want to be too on the nose. I'd rather get something personal.
Do I know if Aurora can drink
Bloody
anything
Mary?
other than blood? I don't think she can.
Feels on the nose.
So, Aurora and Lucian are dampier. So they can
yeah.
drink and eat other food. They still have to drink blood. They just have to do it in lesser amounts and at lesser time frames than vampires do. They can drink other things, they can eat other things, they just have a necessity for blood.
Mhm.
So yeah, you would know
Yeah.
she does have a favourite drink, and she's a fancy person. Her favourite drink is very, very specifically a type of champagne from Barovia.
There
Do
wouldn't
I
have
see
to
it
be
on the
any of that.
table?
You could certainly cast your eye around.
If you tell me what it is, I can also look for it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It's a type of champagne. Any who are familiar with Curse of Strahd, you will love this little cameo. A famous type of champagne called Champagne du Stomp.
Do I have to make a perception check for it?
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Well, actually, you're searching for something specific, so it would be investigation.
Okay.
17?
23.
17 and 23 is both enough to find it. There is somebody walking into the room as we speak, carrying a case of it.
Oh.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Wait, who is it?
Tall, pale man, long black hair, wearing stately clothes. Has what appears to be like a fur-patterned shoulder, which flows down halfway and becomes a cape. Wears red and blue. Very sharp features.
Does he give off more the energy of a count or a courier? Because I can't imagine the count would be carrying his own.
Oh, when I say carry, what I
Oh,
mean
no,
is that it's
that's-
floating next to him.
Okay.
That's true.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Hey guys,
Yes?
a bold approach is a good idea.
No.
For
Yes.
what?
I got no, yes, and for what? I'm gonna need a little bit more information.
I don't think that it's a good idea, but I absolutely applaud you if you do it.
I think that it's something that Miarista might pull off, but for you would not go well.
Puts his
Oh,
hand
this must be
puts his hand
trouble.
over Eldwin's mouth. Don't you listen to him. You approach that man, and you do the right thing there, lad.
I'm gonna bite his hand, and then I'm going to ask Constantine, "Do you want me to?"
I have an idea. I'm gonna
Oh God, he has an idea.
summon Abandon.
Oh no!
No,
Oh,
no, 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 no! Nothing good can come from this.
You summon the feral raccoon familiar. Hey boss.
No!
Hey boss, what do you need?
Abandon, I have possibly the most important job that I've ever had for you.
Is it finally time? Am I getting to shiv the fox?
Not just yet.
Why would you get my hopes up, boss? Why would you get my hopes up?
Shiv
you ever
the
wanted to go on a
Did
hike?
he just say Shiv the fox?
Yep.
Yeah.
And who's Fox?
Have you ever wanted to go on a
Reynard, sick him.
We can't just have her
Constantine.
get this to a familiar.
Constantine.
Why can't we have our
I'm
familiars here?
so sorry.
Constantine, what do you want me to do?
Have you ever been on a heist before, Abandon?
Oh my god.
What, does a Catholic bear shit in the woods? Like, you know, what?
Did you see that very terrifying man with the alcohol floating next to him?
Constantine?
This is a
He's going to
this
find
is-
out.
This is a magic school. There could be many men who look scary and have alcohol floating next to them. I'm gonna have to.
Gesture.
I'm gonna have to. Alright, you point to him. Okay, cool. That's fine. I was like, I'm gonna have to roll for abandon. He's gonna look and go. Oh yeah, I see the type. What do you want? Ankle, wallet.
A bottle. Without him noticing. Can you make it happen?
Can I make it happen? I'm a trash panda. Okay, this is what we do.
Fantastic. In the next 20 minutes, I'll be discussing it with him. I have a feeling his focus will be on me, as he probably wants to kill me later. That'll probably be a good opportunity.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Scurries off under the table and hides.
I'm gonna die. I might as well go out with a bang.
I turned to Achillia. I don't know if this qualifies as us protecting him from her father.
I'm gonna need alcohol.
At this
I offer her a sip of my
Ra-
drink.
Randuin immediately into the coat and pulls out rum.
Oh, just a full bottle of rum.
Well, we've all just witnessed someone seal their own fate, and I guess that makes us complicit.
Well, you did say I needed to show my interest. Would providing her with her favorite beverage not be the best way to do that?
Not that
Not
way.
like that.
I don't know. I'm all for
I've been
this.
saying that statement a lot. I seem to misunderstand frequently. Well, it's too late.
As someone who has spooky parents, okay, someone who has spooky parents, mine are objectively less scary. But as someone who has spooky parents, you don't just steal stuff from them if you want to get on their good side.
I'm not
Don't
the
do
one.
that.
Achillia, in
That
what
was
universe
that.
is he going to get on his good side?
You can get on the not get killed side, and that's the good side.
Being bold is better. Otherwise, he'll establish himself as a weakling, and that is absolutely going to be the case with Constantine
Being
and the
bold
Lord of
is how
Vampires.
90% of men got killed by my mothers.
Randuin immediately.
Here.
And how many parents has your mother killed, Randuin?
You have described your mother as the scariest thing in the universe.
She's currently 6th in line to the throne for hell.
I'd love to meet
My
her.
point exactly.
Yeah, so, some men are dying. Whatever.
Some men are dying. Talus somewhere. Something good just happened.
You need to be
I want to meet Talus. Damn it.
Constantine. You need to be confident, but you can't like step on his toes. And if you take Eldwin's line of boldness, you're going to step on his toes. I like your head where it is.
Do you mean my mind, like the direction in which I'm thinking, or the physical head on my shoulders?
Physical.
I don't know. I think you could have a little less neck.
Yeah, just like trim a little off the top.
Until he just elbows Eldwin really hard.
Well, I'm gonna go and draw myself for the next 20 minutes. Either I will have hopefully mended the foot and mouth that I provided earlier, or be dead. One or the other.
Okay, I'm not being a dick. For real. The verbiage you want to use is that you're courting. The verbiage that you want to use is that she is someone who's so intricate and deep and fascinating that you wouldn't be so boisterous as to rush into something with her. You want to know her, to take your time to be with her, to understand her. You are courting.
That's really good, actually.
I really appreciate how you took how I was feeling and put it in words that actually sound good. Thank you.
I know all these bullshit words, I might as well use them. Here, take my advice, I'm not using it.
You should be a dating coach.
No, I shouldn't.
I offer my drink to Constantine and say, "Here, take a swig for the road."
Oh, is that alcoholic? I believe I saw
technically.
something in it. I'll pass. I have a feeling I'll need my wits about me.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna go stroll through the alumni. I don't expect anybody's here for me, but fun to see.
Yeah, I turn to Malekith and say, "Let's take a turn about the room."
He offers his arm out to you. Says, "You lead the way."
I take his arm and start to stroll around.
Okay. So we have Constantine wandering off to find some enjoyment before he meets an untimely end. We have got Malekith and Rista taking a tour around the room. Achillea, Eldwin, what are you guys doing for the foreseeable?
I wanted to go. I figure there's probably an area that the alumni are mostly gathered. They might be like scattered about, but like
the
a lot of them
alumni
know
have
each
now
other, they
found
have
their way into their
relationships.
little groups.
Right. Eldwin knows it's such an off chance that he might see anybody he knows, but he does want to go through while he is freshly there, looking as good as he is. You know, this is the time for networking. It's how he's gotten this high.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, Achilles how he's gotten this high, but how he's gotten this status has been through networking. So, yeah.
Okay. And Achillea, what about you?
Achilles is definitely going to keep an eye on Strahd throughout the night, just like in the peripherals, make sure, like just because worried about Constantine. But I think for a solid 5 minutes, she's just going to stand there awkwardly with Randuin because she has no idea what's going on.
Okay.
And something else that Rista is doing, like she got a bunch of information about a bunch of these alumni from Madame Arachne. So I doubt that she got like descriptions of things, but she's kind of trying to see if there's anyone that she knows prior, or if there's like if she can kind of identify who's who.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to hop quickly to the bathroom. We'll call it a wee unofficial 5 minutes. Jump into the bathroom, because what we're going to get into is going to be quite a lot of information going to be coming as you guys meet alumni and such. So, quick 5 minutes. Unofficial 5, we're just going to hop onto a wee quick break, guys. This is not our actual break. We're going to take a wee quick 5 minutes, and then we'll be back and we will get right into that. Yeah, I will just put us on a wee quick be right back while we jump out. We're only going to be gone 5 minutes, folks. 5 minutes.
Alright.
Don't worry.
provide more context.
Hi guys, we're back. Several of us could not take the heat and such, so we are in normal clothing again. And then you have then you have Ren, who is just far more powerful
And
than
Dan.
us all, and you
Yeah.
have Dan.
This is the most
but
comfortable dress I own, actually.
You look so
I'm still wearing
comfy.
suits, it doesn't bother me.
I love it.
I was going to say and Dan, and we also have Dan, but Dan is handsome as fuck on all days, so being in a suit just feels like his natural skin.
Genuinely, I've woken up on several occasions in a suit because it was just easier to go to bed that way. I like waking up handsome. I hated that. I'm so sorry. I started watching New Girl, and I love the douchebag jar, and I feel like I would have had to put something in it for that. My bad.
That's what Constantine's about to pretend to be.
Literally.
We're going to get a tip button, and the tip button is going to be used for when people say bad puns or are douchey. But click the link, Dan. Click the link.
I'm sorry.
Can we kill off Eldwin real quick?
Just real quick.
I
Just
can't
real quick.
afford that.
Charlie's just like, do you know what? Just put me on like a constant rotating per week $20, just so I've got it in the back. Just keep it going. Right. So where were we? Yes, we are going to go to.
You want to roll for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it. Where are they? Where are my pretty dice? There's my pretty dice. I keep forgetting I said I would take a picture of these and send them in. I'll send them in a minute, guys. Let me just get the dice out.
You're good.
A D4. The unsung hero of the dice. The D4.
I love D4. I stepped on one
The sharpest
once, though,
one.
and I was about to say I loved them a little less after that.
Yeah.
It was one of Alana's too. Broke skin.
Oh wow, yeah, Alanas
Ooh.
are dangerous. I actually have a set of Alanas right here.
They're brilliant.
Oh,
They're just
Jesus.
so incredibly sharp.
Sharp-edged dice.
They look beautiful.
I don't
They
think
hurt to
any of
roll.
that's right.
I suggested a colour of dice I would really like to see at one point would be rose gold dust and lavender pink with rose gold numbers, and 2 weeks later a set of dice arrived at my house and Alana just had a note in them just saying they came out pretty good, I hope you like them.
Aww.
Anyway, I rolled you, Eldwin, so
Oh, okay.
Yes. Start us off
All
strong.
right. I got you. Here we go.
take it away.
All right. So, Eldwin takes Kaladin's arm and leads them over to this small grouping of the alumni. And he does not directly approach anybody. I want to start with the general perception check. I want to listen in. What are these people talking about? Where could I find a foothold to enter into a conversation with these people? And do I know any of them? So we're gonna start there.
Perception check would be the first place to start on that one.
You guys all have fancy 10s. I roll in an empty candle.
Since one was cardboard box, read fancy.
I think it's very fancy.
Oh.
That is an 11 on the die plus my perception, which is a 1. Wow. 12.
Is he not get a help action from his date?
I don't think Kaladin cares about this.
That's fair.
I could be wrong.
It's not in his list of current recommendations.
It's not
Right,
a top
Kaladin was
priority.
like, I can't wait to like dance, cause chaos, and kiss. And Eldwin's like, I'm gonna go talk to the old people.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, very, very different plans.
So, As you stand listening in, you don't pick up on a lot, and what you do pick up on is just maybe a little bit too above
me.
Above
Yeah.
the rung for you. But what I will give you is that you do recognise a name that one of them is addressed by. In your brief stint with the Order of the Axe and Flame, you've learned a lot about very, very powerful magic users. Some of them have even come by and checked out the place, or stopped by as like a safe point and such. And the name Elminster has been used to talk here. Elminster, very, very powerful wizard. In fact, some would say the Gandalf of D&D. Very, very good at pretending as a dithersome old fool when he's got the ability to absolutely annihilate you. Elderly man, bright orange robes.
I met Elminster
You did.
briefly,
You did.
vaguely, and it was after I saw Achillia going inside the place. So I think that he didn't have the wherewithal to understand, but he is now mentally putting together who he spoke with and what that like actually. It's kind of huge. But almost seeing if he can slip into this conversation, he's going to mention that. He's going to be like, I actually met him recently. I'm sorry to interrupt, but he, at the time, looked like just a lost old man talking to mushrooms. I was very quickly corrected on who I was speaking to.
The man that turns to look at you is wearing blue robes. He's bald and he has like a goatee beard. Very, very curt features. Stands with both arms behind his back. And as you step in, he kind of gives you a look up and down and says, Elminster's very good at painting a picture of vulnerability, but don't fall prey. He's very capable. He's quite devious, in fact. And it's all a ruse to get people to drop their guards. You're a student here, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Your name?
Taking in the sight of this man's like own posture, Eldwood kind of straightens himself up a little bit, shoulders back and down a little bit more, you know. But he says, I am Eldwin LaFontaine. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And you are?
He kind of... Oh, you are being serious. Apologies, I'm not used to that happening. Extends his hand, takes yours, and says, most people know me simply as Mordenkainen.
See, I've read of spells of yours. You're incredibly famous. I'm sorry, I've never seen a picture to go with you, but
It's quite
You
alright,
are-
it's quite alright.
an incredible name in the magic world.
Well, thank you very much for your kind words, I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I think the trick is the less someone views you as a threat, the more likely they are to show vulnerability. Of course, that's a trick I could use as a student. It doesn't just take an old man to do that.
You are very correct. But from the point of view of a learning mind, not a learned mind,
Quite so. I have a very long way to go before I'm able to stand amongst any of you, but I'm honored to simply be in this area with you all.
as you should be. To tread these hallowed halls is A gift many will never ever understand. You are quite fortunate. Now, your magic, is it born of an arcane, natural, divine, or occult entity?
I think a cult is what it would be classified as.
Ah. A mysterious
I do try
source, then.
I try to temper it with arcane knowledge, but it's a little fickle. Still, knowing myself, I don't think I quite have the mental aptitude to be a wizard quite as yourself. I'm grateful for the gift of magic. It's changed my very being.
A sorcerer.
Indeed.
Interesting. I shan't keep you from your perambulations, but it was a pleasure to speak to you, Eldrin.
Pleasure to speak to you as well, Mordecai.
And Mordenkainen will kind of just give you a wee kind of polite nod, and then turns off to walk away and go, "Ah, Tasha," and walk over to someone else, leaving you standing back.
Eldwin will just glance back at Kaladin and say, pretentious. I'm so lucky to be here, as you should be. My God. Okay.
I've literally heard you have that similar conversation with someone. Well, maybe not conversation, but certainly tone in talking. Is this you finally getting that first taste of, oh, I don't like him, why not? He's like me.
No. No, I don't think so. Actually, and even, nuh-uh. And
the
turn and find someone else.
And the arrogance continues, and of course, why would I want anything different?
Hey, I'm very humble. In the right circumstances.
I look forward to seeing those circumstances.
I don't.
We're going to move on from We're going to leave Eldwin there, and we're going to move on. We're just going to go in the order I see in my screen now. We started with Eldwin. We'll go clockwork. Next up would be Rista.
Oh no. Okay. Yoshi and Malekith are taking a turn about the room. We're kind of like eyeing who's in attendance. Like, Rista's familiarizing herself with faces. Rista's also wanting to talk to some alumni. She's specifically looking out for, one, anybody she recognizes, or two, anyone who seems to be of the same social standing as her.
Okay. On the walk, as you're walking along, you will eventually see someone that you recognize, someone you were looking for earlier on. You would find your father standing alongside the other elemental leaders, that being Felicity's mother and father, Piero's mother and father, and the representatives from the plane of water as well.
What is my parents' relationship to Felicity and Piero's parents?
Is it too funny to say that all the parents got on great?
It's very funny. I'm gonna turn to Malekith and say, well, this might be happening sooner than I expected. Are you Ready to meet my father? Don't look scared.
I am not aware of any kind of phenomenon where when you tell somebody to not be scared, where they stop being scared.
That is fair. That doesn't take away from my question.
How important is it to you?
If I don't introduce my date to my father, he's going to assume that I don't have one.
And the idea of your social image means a lot to you, especially in how your father sees you.
How would you feel if I said yes?
It does not matter how I feel. I'm here to escort you, and therefore, how you feel is my priority. So regardless of how I feel, it gestures towards the group your dad's with and says, Allons-y.
Just be calm. Just be calm. We'll all be calm. And Rissa starts to walk over.
As you walk over, your parents are locked in that kind of conversation, and you know, partway through, like, it's that kind of thing where, like, you know, partway through a laugh, they catch sight of you and the laugh trails with your name kind of. Ah, Rooster. Hello, dear.
Father!
Hello. How are you?
It's so good to see you. I, kiss him on both cheeks.
He does the same, you know, mwah, mwah. It's so good to see you. What, how are you finding the new moon ball?
It is absolutely spectacular, Father. If you may, I would like to introduce you to my escort.
It kind of does the thing where he looks at the other parents like, the escort is here, and then like, well, steps forward, puts his hand out, and Malekith walks up and extends his hand. Says, it's very good to meet you, sir. My name is Malekith. I am having a wonderful time with your daughter, and I hope that she's having a wonderful time with me. He shakes his hand. It's like, Rista, he's so charming.
Of course he is.
We were just discussing the new moon ball when we were all attending here. Quite the and there's a kind of cheeky glint as he looks at the other dads, and it's like, quite the event, wasn't it? Memories of a bygone age, you understand. Rissa.
Yes, I don't.
Go ahead.
Yes?
Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Rista, how are your studies coming along? Are you managing to keep on top? Notice he doesn't say on top of things. He asks if you're managing to keep on top.
Yeah. Father, I believe that everything that I've accomplished here is everything that would credit the name of the St. Clouds.
How very diplomatically spoken. Mr. Malekith, where exactly do you stand in the rankings of the current first year, in your own personal opinion?
I kind of make scared eyes at Malekith real quick of just like, please give a good answer.
Malekith will I believe that in the current climate of the school, there are 3 top contenders for current best performer across all aspects of the school. I believe that Rista is most certainly one of those. Many people would argue about the second place, but I believe that it's held very firmly between the tight grasps of 2 other colleagues, Eldwin and Constantine. And I believe, without any form of an arguable doubt, the other person is me. Your dad, can I get a... Really? And what do you intend to do with yourself when you leave this particular line of education? Well, Mr. St. Cloud, I intend to go into my family business. And what would that be? My family are the Witherscorn family. We keep all the secrets of the dead. We take care of the crypts and the mausoleums that are spread through the catacombs of the lower cities. And we ensure they're all treated well. We ensure the afterlife is peaceful. And we ensure none of their little dirty secrets escape.
Ah, yes, Malekith is an excellent necromancer. He's truly one of the most talented wizards I've ever met.
Felicity's father is going to lean over and go, "Did you say Witherscorn? As in the Witherscorns?" Malekith is just going to, "I did indeed, sir. You'll have to forgive me. I have to go and grab a refreshment. It was a pleasure to speak to you all." And he's going to, in the very formal way of taking your hand off his arm, but like not like a "get the fuck off me" bye, more like a "I'm stepping away for a little second, I will be back." And he's
Just
just
excusing
saying,
himself.
"Yeah, I'm gonna go and grab a drink. If you finish up before I come back, that's where you will find me." And he stops and kind of nods his head to all of them, turns and walks away.
Brand, do I know the Witherscorn family?
You wouldn't know. They're not a... They're
Okay.
more of like a interplanar knowledge rather than knowledge of your own plane of existence level thing.
Okay.
Essentially, they're a family that operates within the Shadowfell. The above table knowledge, the Raven Queen has people who go out into the world and find the secrets of the dead. The Witherscorn family are trusted servants of the Raven Queen who ensure those secrets remain with the dead.
Okay.
They have knowledge of all of these secrets, and they ensure they never leave the dead.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I turn to, as Malekith leaves, I turn to the Felicity's father and say, "Lord Lecciolero, please tell me, have you been well?"
I've been perfectly well, thank you, Rista. And how have you been? Are you enjoying your semester here so far?
Oh, absolutely. You know, your daughter has just made it an absolute joy to be here.
Well, I only wish Felicity was doing a little bit better in the grading. As far as I hear, if your young escort there is anything to go by, you are charging them fields.
Thank you, that truly means so much. If there's anything that I can do to help your daughter, I will absolutely reach a hand out to her, as we all should, to each other.
Well, ain't you sweet? I'll be sure and pass that along, and you just make sure you wait for that call, because From the last time I seen her talking about her grades, I think she's going to need it.
Oh. Oh, well, it has been absolute pleasure to talk to all of you. Father, it was good to see you again. I should make my rounds and introduce myself to all of the important alumni.
Indeed, Rista. It was lovely to see you, daughter. Do say goodbye before you leave for the night, won't you?
Of course. Of
And
course,
you'll
Father.
walk up, give you a very... I don't quite know what I'm doing. I know the movements of it, but I don't know how to make it actually feel like it means something kind of thing. Hug. Where he gives you the hug. It's like the dad, like, I'm trying, but I don't quite know what to do in front of other people. And then
I kind of
leans down and gives you like, a kiss on the head, and then you run along now.
I nod and I get away, maybe a little bit faster than I probably should. And run after to meet up with Malekith again.
Okay. You head back to Malekith at the drinks table, where we will move on very quickly. We're going to go to Achillia and Randuin. Now, Achillia and Randuin, you said that you were standing there for about 5 minutes, very awkward to the both of you.
I feel like there's going to be a solid just 5 minutes awkwardness. I think that's only right.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. Oh, you're breaking it. Okay, awesome. I was gonna roll to see who breaks it, but you break it. Go.
So, there's a fancy. It's fancy. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I'm not entirely sure either. Pirate parties don't look like this.
I've only been to parties here, so this is very different. Once I snuck off to the woods as a spider and no one noticed.
Oh.
They just all assumed I was there the whole time. It was great.
I've never snuck out to a party.
Really?
Spider or otherwise. Well, I never needed to. My dad is the king of pirates. My mum is in line to be the queen of hell. I pretty much just got to do what I wanted to.
The curfews they have here must be weird.
They're very strange. I'm not used to them. I don't like curfews. If you spoke to my dad would say that that's robbing you of your freedom and of your horizons. And my dad has a big thing for horizons.
You do a lot of horizon metaphors.
Yeah. A lot. So you say
you Rick.
Go ahead.
You go. I was just gonna ask if you recognize anyone here.
Do I recognize anybody here? Oh, I do recognize some people. Right, so that fella over there, and it points over to an elf, specifically a wood elf, quite tall, quite broad, long, curly, very vibrant red hair. Has a large sword at his hip. At that there's he's from the world that I'm from. And if he's here, then I'm going to assume his wife is here. She's one of the single-handedly most powerful magical users I've ever seen in my entire life.
What does she do?
She is a keeper of hidden arcane knowledge. Works for some guy called the Librarian.
She sounds fascinating.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to him or nothing like that.
You should meet her.
I'll put in a good word.
I mean, if she's here, we can just find her. Let's go. And Achilles gonna go try to find this person who she does not know what they look like.
Were you mentally ready to play Luna?
No.
Have fun.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, good luck.
Roll me an investigation check.
This is gonna go so poorly. That is an 8.
You can't find this woman for the love of trying.
She looks like this makes perfect sense.
But as you are scurrying around, looking high and low and everywhere for this person, you are going to eventually bump into somebody. Not dangerously so, just a bump. And the person you bump into is this tall, strikingly beautiful woman. She wears a dress that is equal parts red silk and metal. And the
When you say tall, is she just tall, or is she taller than me?
she's just tall. Her dress is equal parts red silk and metal, but the metal's all shaped like bones. But unlike most things where you would say, oh, necromancer, where the bones are pristine, these bones are cracked or pitted, or some of them even have holes right through them. And then she's going to lean, as you bump into her, she's going to look at you and say, are you off somewhere on a major hurry?
No, I'm sorry. I don't have very good spatial awareness.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Where are you off to?
I'm just around. I'm just looking. I'm a first year. I'm sorry. I'm not good at talking to people. My name's Achilles Mellifolium. What's yours?
She seems to hesitate.
What would you like me to call you?
That would be a more acceptable way for that question to be asked.
Oh, I know. I just forgot.
I go by a couple of names. The one that you can call me that's easiest is Decimina.
Pleasure.
A pleasure to meet you too. So while we have each other here, I'm assuming you are looking for people to speak to. How about we practice?
Sure.
So, Achilles, is that it? Achilles, what would you say is the greatest lesson you've learned here at the Academy?
Strangers are just friends I haven't.
And do you think that in the context of this fine establishment, Professor Featherwing is doing everything he can?
Oh, this is like a review, isn't it? I've learned more important things than that in classes. What's the most like emotionally important thing I've learned? I know you well enough to tell you the most important intellectual thing I've learned yet. And as only a first year, I'm not qualified to tell you whether or not the dean is doing an adequate job. You'd be better off asking a fourth year.
They put their hands up. They step back. I see I've offended where perhaps I did not mean.
No, I just snap quickly. It's kind of a thing. Right, Randomin?
Brandon, yep, that's it. It's just a thing. Thing that happens now and again. Yep. I would like you to come and find me later, Achillia. I have some people you would just love to meet.
I'm gonna kind of vibe check that with an insight check.
Insight check, go ahead.
19.
Okay. She's definitely hiding the full details of the sorry, my brain just went completely blank there. She is hiding details of what exactly she means, but she's not being purposely she's not being purposefully avoidant or hiding anything. She's answering it in her way that she knows how to.
4.
4.
4.
Sorry, have I missed the end of a...
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
Achilles said
sure. I thought you said 4. I was
Sure.
like, fucking 4? What?
Sure. That could be interesting.
I'm gonna keep my eye on you. I have a feeling
I like
this
your
will be
dress.
very important. Oh, thank you. I love yours.
Thank you. I don't know if my bells work right now on my shoes, though.
Well, you know how to test them.
I don't know if I want human screams going into this room right now.
That might not be a good idea, dear.
No. I'll see you later.
I will see you later. And she's going to turn and walk away, stopping about maybe 15 feet away to glance back at you. And then her hand go to a necklace. Shaz turns and walks away and holds the necklace up to her mouth. I'm going to leave you there, Achillia. And
Ominous.
what? Ominous. Just because it was mentioned earlier that Dan wanted to go and pick up something. Dan, before we come to you, we'll go to our 15-20 minute break just now, okay? And then we'll come back 15-20 minutes from now. Hopefully I haven't given you the time to go pick up what you've got to get, okay? Do not miss anything, folks. Don't go away anywhere. Come back in 15-20 minutes and we'll be back here with part 2. And you can see all the shenanigans begin to unfold. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will see you after our 15-20 minute interval. Right, Dan, go do Hello there, folks. We have returned from our little break. We left off as we were just about to move to Constantine. You ready for this, Constantine?
We're about to find out.
Well, first we need to find out if Abandon succeeded on his heist.
He's doing it while we're talking.
That happens while.
Because, like, if you're gonna go big, go home, right? Wait, hold on. That's not how the saying goes.
Oh, it's about to be how it goes.
It's gonna be half to how it goes.
Yeah.
Constantine, take it away.
Well, I'm assuming it would be customary to meet my date's father with my date and not just alone. That's correct.
It's often the way things are done.
I guess I'll just look around to see if Aurora also noticed the arrival of her father.
That'd be an investigation check.
Alright. That is 15.
15. You are able to spot Aurora. She's standing over with her brother, his date, as well as a couple of other students. And she does seem to have spotted that Strahd has arrived.
Alright. I'll walk over to her.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So, you walk over, and she kind of smiles at you. Hello.
Evening. Would now be a good time to do the introductions. I'm going to just kind of gesture my head towards your dad.
Well, I suppose. But first, before we do this, I have to powder my nose.
Okay.
And she will just take the hand of Ignissa, and both of them will just march off towards the portals to go to the bathroom, leaving you and Lucian just kind of standing there, and Lucian gives you a very knowing look.
I'm so sorry, I'm really bad with facial expressions, but I feel like you're trying to tell me something, and if we try and have this whole conversation non-verbally, I'm gonna miss something.
She's having a time.
She's what?
You and he kind of laughs a little bit, and he's like, "You said openly to my sister's face you had not thought of. The thought of kissing her had never crossed your mind."
Oh, joy, that information's already been passed around, I see.
My sister is not one to be slighted and to take it well. I, on the other hand, I think you might be my hero.
Yeah, I don't think that what I meant by saying that is what most people assume that I meant by saying that. I was just informed that apparently the way I see and interact with the world is very different than others. Allegedly. We're using a very small sample size. I would like to poll the entire campus just to confirm that suspicion.
Whatever, dude. I've never seen my sister look so freaking pissed.
That's not comforting, nor the, that was not the outcome I was aiming for.
And now you're going to meet my dad.
Yes, any advice?
I have plenty of advice. 1, don't do it.
Okay.
Number 2, turn and run.
Okay.
Number 3, avoid ever speaking to my sister again.
3 things I don't think I can do. What about number 4?
How good are you at not sleeping?
Actually, what are my strengths?
When it comes to his son, my father is dismissive at best. When it comes to his daughter, my father is exceptionally overprotective.
Well, maybe the fact that I have accidentally just communicated that I have 0 interest in his daughter will actually come in handy then.
Perhaps.
What is powdering your nose and how long does that usually take?
It's a polite way of saying peeing.
What is that? I don't understand. Which is common.
Is it better for me to say, excuse me, I have to go and speak to a colleague? Or is it better I say, excuse me, I have to defecate?
Well, technically, the second is more accurate.
Yes, but it's not what you would say in polite conversation, no?
No, why wouldn't you just say, excuse me, I need to use the restroom? Efficient, polite.
It's certainly efficient.
What? I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to these. There's
Well,
so many.
now
there's so
people
many
are
rules
thinking
that-
about you using the bathroom.
Right, which is something that everyone does. Should there be shame around normal bodily functions?
No, there shouldn't, but if I'm picturing someone naked, I don't want it to be picturing them crouched on a porcelain bowl going, "Ugh."
Oh God, why would you picture someone naked?
Well, when somebody says, do you not do that?
Not typically. I prefer people with their clothes on.
I mean, it makes certain things a lot harder.
Like using the bathroom. I follow your drift.
My sister must think you are really pretty.
That would be a first if she did.
A first time for everything.
I don't want to assume, but your sister has shown an interest in graveyards. Do you share the interest as well?
In graveyards?
Yes.
No.
Rats. I suppose I'll have to find someone else to find a peaceful resting place for me then.
I'm friends with Malekith. I'm sure I can hook you up.
Thank you. Just make sure I get a bigger gravestone than Eldwood.
I'll do my best.
You just assume I'm gonna die?
We're all gonna die.
What an incredibly you thing to say.
Constantine, you're now approaching the great, the powerful, the legendary Strahd von Zarovich.
When his daughter gets back, yes.
She arrives maybe a minute or so after you and Lucian stop talking. Ignissa goes right to Lucian's side and he puts an arm around her, quite comfortingly. And Aurora looks at you and says, "Are we ready to go?"
I believe so.
And
I'm gonna,
oh, go ahead.
on our way walking over, it has come to my attention that I may have been unintentionally insulting. If I survive this encounter, I hope you'll give me the chance to apologize.
Let's see how you do with Father first. Then we'll talk about apologies.
We wouldn't want to waste time on someone who may only have a few moments to live.
She doesn't answer that, but the side of her mouth does quirk up a little bit in a smile. And you approach the Lord of Barovia. Strahd's features are stunningly handsome. He is an incredibly handsome man, and he's dressed in very regal finery. When he turns and looks at you, he has a glass in one hand. He sees his daughter, and he lets go of the glass, holds it levitating in the air, and says, "Aurora, my darling, it is good to see you, my dear. The halls of our family home have been very quiet without you." Leans in and he gives her the European kiss on both cheeks. At which point he will look at you and who would you introduce me to today? She says, "Father, this is Constantine. He is my escort for this evening." At which point Strahd says your name like he is linguistically exploring any flaw in it. Constantine.
Constantine Weaver. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Weaver. Like those who weave the reeds from the river into baskets.
More similar to those who weave the various forms of magic. It's alright if you haven't heard of us. You will. You, on the other hand, everyone here knows you. Your reputation precedes you. I feel quite honored.
Well, I am nothing if not proud that people are aware of the name. Now, Constantine, what exactly are your intentions with my daughter?
Well, tonight I plan to be a perfect gentleman of a escort, and to assure that she has a lovely time at the New Moon Ball.
Such a very unpredictable answer.
Sometimes the simplest answers are what is correct.
It is nice to see that humans have not changed.
I would like to let you know I might not be the best person to base all your assumptions on humans on. I'm told I'm a bit of an outlier.
Then I will be sure in all future endeavors that I forget your name. Now,
It's certainly true.
let us share a drink together.
Question: has Abandon been doing his thing?
I've just made the roll. reaches, clicks a finger, and a bottle levitates from the case. Keeps his hand moving for the foil to be taken from it. Twisted, popped, and then poured into a glass. And then poured into a second glass. And he offers you a glass of this champagne.
So sorry, give me just 1 second.
Of course.
It's absolutely poisoned.
Why
There
are
is-
we being etched right now?
What about any of our advice made Constantine act like this?
No. Oh.
With all due respect, and as great as this offer is, I find it to be of the utmost importance to keep a clear head. With someone as important to escort, I would like to have my complete wits about me.
I appreciate the due diligence that you are striving to be taking.
You will find that I am nothing but diligent. Perhaps a little bit too much so in some cases.
Oh, I have no doubt. He takes something from inside his belt pocket and pours it into his own drink. Changes it to its red, and he says, 30 years old. Perfectly aged. So, Constantine, what is your particular area of expertise when it comes to the arcane, divine, natural, and occult arts?
I believe my study would be considered arcane.
And do you have an idea of what you wish to pursue when you leave this establishment?
I would like to be known.
I can appreciate this. We will talk soon.
I look forward to it.
As do I. But first, a token of my gratitude for ensuring my daughter has a fun evening. And he will reach with a hand, twist, forming a fist, then open up. And as he opens up, you see a bottle, a small bottle, with a cork waxed with deep red liquid. I give you something. Something that is very much coveted in our worlds. Bottled life.
Could you be a little bit more specific?
Within vampire communities, blood is not only a resource, it is also something you trade.
I'll take the bottle. Well, in all the tales I heard of you, generosity was never mentioned as one of your core traits. Perhaps there was an oversight of the sorts.
Several of the stories are true. I pray that you do not get to find out which ones. Behave yourself now, Constantine. Remember, I am the Ancient. I am the land. And I see all. Aurora, lovely to see you as usual, my darling. Leans in, gives her another 2 kisses on the cheek. Please remember to dance at least once, you two. Allow yourselves to be seen. And then Strahd will turn and leave. Aurora will turn and look at you. Are you okay?
Constantine's gonna give a quick. Still have a pulse. Suppose that's a good sign.
Did he threaten you?
Was she not standing right there?
She was.
Sure, I think a few times, but doubt that was avoidable.
I am so sorry that you had to see him like that.
What do you mean?
Well, usually he is in a much better mood than this.
Oh, I thought he was quite pleasant. Sorry. Forgot we're not... Actually, forgot, I can't lie. Blip, please.
Blip blip.
He was more pleasant than I expected. Can I communicate telepathically with Abandon?
Yep.
Can I ask him? Success?
From underneath the bottom of the table. Little thumb.
Aurora, it has come to my attention that I may have miscommunicated. I did not wish to insinuate that I was not interested. Merely that my interest is shown in other ways. I believe I've heard that you have a favorite wine of choice. Is that correct?
There is a champagne from my home plane, which I enjoy.
Must be very difficult to get.
It can be quite difficult. Father has brought some tonight, but it is a rare commodity.
Well, perhaps I can make up my earlier foible with a gift. I know most individuals exchanged gifts earlier, but I needed a little bit more time to prepare. In my head, to Abandon, I'm like, can you tie a bow? And do you have something to tie a bow with?
Is tying a bow a bit like tying a garrote?
I don't know what that means, but probably not.
Like, you know, like the kind of like thin wire you use to, you know, cut somebody's circulation off at the neck so you can throttle them to death?
Let's just take the bottle.
Okay, I was trying to help, but you don't want my help, okay?
I owe you so much for this, and I will absolutely pay you back. Can I like somewhat, like with a flourish, pull the bottle out, like produce the bottle with just a little bit. I'm not a do not have proficiency of sleight of hand, but with just a little bit of gravitas, can I produce the bottle?
I mean, it's not all that
That
difficult.
over there.
Yeah, obviously, of course you can. It's not all that difficult to put a bit of a spin into things, like, you know, like, so, like... Yeah, pulling the bottle out, spinning it along your palm and catching it by the neck. Very easy to do. And then you're giving it to Aurora.
To be frank, having a drink with your father seemed a little risky, and with a lot of pressure. Perhaps we can enjoy this in a more private and less dangerous atmosphere.
Asking a girl to run away from the ball with you after telling her you haven't thought about kissing her once. You play a dangerous game, Constantine, and you send some very mixed signals.
Well, perhaps I show my interest for people in unorthodox ways, but it is very much so present. Hopefully me risking my life, not once but twice, both meeting your father and robbing him, will show that I am very much interested.
I would love to share this with you elsewhere, but not just now. First, I believe, we should go and dance.
That sounds lovely, and probably a good idea to do before we're intoxicated.
So you and Aurora take to the dance floor. Constantine,
Yeah.
for our what are we doing for time? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. For our final roll for yourself for this evening, could you roll for me a performance check? Now, I will ask, and I will allow you to be completely honest and decide your own fate here. Does Constantine have a reason to have been taught any kind of official cotillion-style dancing?
The only dancing he has learned was from Eldwin. So, I would say the best he could hope for was a flat roll with his -1. That's generous, to be frank.
Okay, so in that case, just a performance check, please.
A lot riding on this. Okay, could be worse. That's a 12. For me, that could be a lot worse.
You and Aurora step out onto the dance floor. And you do okay. Not perfect. You were one shy of the DC I was looking for. But I will say that with that means it's enough that you're getting by at the moment. I will now put it to any of our party members. From where you are and what you're doing, should you like to begin dancing, you are welcome to step onto the dance floor and do so.
I think Achillia definitely will get Randuin onto the dance floor, especially right after that conversation, because it seems to be the best place to be fluidly moving and potentially getting closer to the other party members here. Because she can't really hide in a crowd. She's 7 feet tall without the antlers.
Yeah.
She's seen.
So you guys step onto the dance floor as well. Can I have you roll me a performance check, please, Achillia?
I'm gonna double check my D4s. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my student dies from my club for this dancing.
By all means, add a D4 onto it.
Okay, that makes it a nice even 12 as well.
Nice even 12. As you step out onto this dance floor as well, Randuin kind of comes alive a little bit. With his performance check being a nat 20, he takes a position. He's going to look at you from, taking the stance of how to hold you during the dance, and he goes, "Don't you worry now. I got you."
Exactly what I needed to hear.
He gives your hand a squeeze, and he says, "Not going anywhere, alright? We're just going to take a whirl around here, and we're going to have a bunch of fun."
Okay.
And then he starts to lead the dance off. You do okay. You mostly don't stand on Randuin's toes because he is a good dancer. So he's able to move his toes out of the way, expecting where yours would go, not knowing the steps. But it's fun. Eldwin. Do you want to you want to go dance?
Yeah, when the music starts, he would take Kaladin's hand. He would go to the floor.
Who is the dominant and who is the non-leading?
Eldwin would ask Kaladin that, because he feels comfortable in his ability to lead or follow.
So you ask Kaladin, do you want to lead or follow?
Yeah.
Kaladin just... and then takes hold of you and starts dancing.
Sure.
I need a performance check from you there.
Okay.
The dates
so
are
Eldwin-
doing well. Sorry, go ahead.
Eldwin did grow up and he got to his point of high status through being charming. He was at a lot of parties. He was at a lot of social events.
Then in that case, I will give you advantage on your performance check.
Nice.
Something told me you really needed that.
Hey, it is a 23 with the advantage. It was a 17 without, so I didn't need it, but I'm glad to have it.
Okay. You are wonderful. As is Kaladin. You guys are cutting all kinds of weird and fabulous shapes as you move across this dance floor. Kaladin is just laughing at every weird and new wonderful thing you guys do because you have to be extra. Rista and Malekith, do you guys go and dance?
Oh, as soon as the dancing starts, I absolutely take Malekith onto the dance floor, and I think I grab both of his hands and I say, "I hope you're light on your feet."
He's gonna very strictly born with two left feet.
I can work with that.
Oh, that was not a that wasn't a deal breaker, no?
Absolutely not. You're my date. I'm taking you onto the dance floor.
Consider me taken. I mean,
I
didn't mean like taken, like that. I meant taken as in you said you are going to take me onto the dance floor, and I said I'd be taking that.
So you're saying you're not taken with me?
I find you to be I'm incredibly taken with you. I just didn't think that you wanted to move so far ahead so very quickly with the whole being taken together thing. I'm very taken with you. I'm very happy to help.
For Witherscorn, you can get very tongue-tied. And I think it's really cute.
My mama and my papa are the ones who are linguistically good. I'm book smart.
I'll say what I said before. I can work with that. I let go of his hands and I reach my hand out to him instead and say, "Will you do me the pleasure of this dance?"
He will take your hand. You lead them onto the dance floor. I'm going to assume you're going to take the dominant here. So you have said that you have dancing in your background, so give me a performance check with proficiency. No, with advantage, sorry, with advantage.
Okay.
I will.
I'm really hoping high here. That is a 19 for performance.
Okay. Malekith coming in not far behind you on a 17, despite the disadvantage.
We had disadvantage to that.
Oh, of all the people, Malekith cannot dance. Malekith, the only dance move, and I say this with all the love in my heart for all of my NPCs I've created. I love them dearly. Malekith should only be trusted with one dance move, and it's this. That's all he should be trusted with. That's it. That's all he's got.
The thing that you do when you can't dance.
It's what I like to call the basic white guy. That's the only thing Malekith cannot dance. He has nothing to his performance other than his basic charisma. He has disadvantage on performance checks.
Awesome. It's very good that he's with me then.
You do a very good job of making him look good.
Awesome.
And that's a nice image to step away from our first session in the New Moon Ball. After painful conversations, miniature heists, some awkward interactions, and now mended bonds, we leave off. But I am going to give you a cutscene.
No.
What many do not notice is that while the festivities are going ahead, Professor Featherwing has stepped away. Sorry, I've just noticed something here that a nat 20 was redeemed for Constantine. It didn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. The sound effect didn't sound, so I didn't see it. From one of our players from the Dragon Age campaign, Jack.
Oh, I needed it. Thank you. When was that used?
It must have been sometime within the last 15 minutes, and it just hasn't sounded for me. So what we're going to do with that
I have a DM from 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago. Okay, cool. For the dance. Okay, so brief retcon. Constantine, what is your performance modifier?
-1.
You're a lot better than okay. You pick this up fairly quickly, and in fact go so far as to surprise Aurora with how well you're doing in this dance. There's a bit more of a smile on her face as you're whirling her around, adding in your own little twirls and twists as you go in this, taking a bit of a confident step in it.
Yeah.
Whoa,
The
whoa,
only
whoa.
way I can do
Dude.
that to someone else.
Dude, it's not okay for you to impersonate Aurora's dad like that. Like, you can't just go, like that's... But yeah, thank you very much. I'm very sorry we missed that, Jack. I'm going to have to go in and really try and see and figure out what it is with these sound effects, because some of them go off brilliantly and some of them just don't act whatsoever. I will get to the bottom of that. But anyway, Professor Featherwing was notably absent, or well, sorry, as I said, he wasn't noticed leaving. But he is absent from the first of the dances happening. We follow him walking through the corridors of the academy. And he's being led by someone, a person, who seems to be entirely gold. Different shades of gold, but entirely gold. Let's see, it was right down here, Professor. I swear to you, I saw some unknown fella trying to pick his way through one of them security doors you got leading you down into the tunnels beneath the school. And Professor Featherwing, waves his hand and his staff appears. And he approaches one of these blank walls in the entrance chambers of the school. He walks over to it, gives a kind of cursory glance around and goes, "Nothing appears to have been breached, Cronus, so I thank you very much for your warning, but I think it might have been preemptive. But we will increase the security. Not to worry." And Cronus is going to put a hand on the professor's shoulder and go, "See, Professor, I really wish that were an option." And then from behind the professor, a portal of dense blackness forms. And a figure steps out clad entirely in deep purple and black, with thick gauntleted hands, and pulls off one of the gauntlets, revealing the shape of a hand with all of the density of a black hole, and puts his hand on the back of the professor's head. And the professor starts to just erase, just disappearing, swallowed into the, firstly pulverized into the most minute atomic scales that a person can be brought down to, and then absorbed into this person's dense, deep hole of a hand. Absorbed into this void. And then the gauntlet is placed back on. You did well, Kronos. Kronos kinda pops collar. I reckon I did a little bit more than well. Where's the other two? At which point, crackling magic spawns as someone floats down from the upper floors, clad in red silk and metal bone. A visage of an illusion dropping away from her and revealing cracks along her face and down her arms of this bright, viscous green magic. And coming down the stairs, sorry, not coming down the stairs, walking up the pathway towards the school's main doors as they're pulled open, very nonchalantly, an elf. Fairly handsome, dressed in black and red. The red adornments and embellishments on his clothes made of gems. And these gems are this deep red with black veins coursing through them. And as he arrives, he looks down at Professor Featherwing's staff on the ground. I am truly sorry it had to end this way, old man. I really did respect you. Bends down and picks up the staff. And then presses it to the wall. And as he presses it to the wall, a hidden door starts to unfold. And as it unfolds, while looking at it and looking into the passageway it creates, he takes it and just lets loose this burst of reddish black magic to break the staff in half. He says, the monolith should be inside the tunnels. Let's go. We don't know how much time before they come looking for their precious professor. And the four descend into these tunnels. And that is where we're going to end today's session. Thank you to everybody that came to see us. Thank you to my players. Thank you for everything. I've had so much fun with this session today. It's been really, really fun. If you like what you've seen here, guys, please go and check out all of our other shows and check out our social medias. That's one of the major ways you can help support this very small channel and its ways to step forward. Go and follow our social medias. It's completely free. We are World Tree Quests everywhere you can possibly find us. If you do want to support in another way, well, you can share our social medias, share the streams when you see them, and if you can, hit that subscribe button. It's free on YouTube, and if you have Amazon Prime, it's free to a certain extent on Twitch. But as I said, we never ever put anything behind paywalls. We do not expect you to have to pay in order to enjoy our stuff, so there's no reason to do it unless you just really want to be nice and help us out. Any and all proceeds right now are going towards artwork and publications, so we can start getting the homebrew stuff from Atuma put out there so you guys can use it in your games if you want to. It might just be a bit too weird. Anyway, if you want to see the stuff I do personally, I've rebranded myself, so I have the same name across all social medias. I go by Oops All Brands, because there was just one guy on Twitter who had Son of Asgard, and it was really annoying that I couldn't get it. So I'm now Oops All Brands across everywhere, because I'm the height of pettiness and changed everything because one guy wouldn't just give me my name. So you can find me at Oops All Brands. I am going to be posting on TikTok every single day now, so you can come and see me do weird TTRPG related stuff there. And that's it about that. So I'm going to very quickly jump on and let our lovely cast plug themselves before I drop one last little surprise for them, even though they're very tired. So Charlie, is there anything you want to plug at all?
We had a wonderful session of Tides of Chaos this past Friday. I'm not sure if it'll be next Friday or the Friday after, but coming up soon. we will do another one of these. Fun things are happening right now. We're in my character's grove. There's a lot of exposition and story happening. But if you need context for things happening in the world, now's the perfect time to come get it, because it's going to be a lot of discussion on that. So it's going to be a good time. Come see me and just Dan there here on the Fridays.
Thank you very much for that, Charlie. Gina, anything you want to plug at all? You doing anything?
Not right now. You can keep finding me here on most Sundays for this campaign. Welcome to the Academy.
Thank you very much for that, Gina. What about yourself, Ren? Anything you would like to plug at all?
Apart from being here on Sundays and my lovely partner Jack being on over in the Dragon Age campaign, which you should go watch. I don't have much fun except that I will be at San Diego Comic-Con next week. That's next week, and I'm not done with my cosplays yet. So that's where I'm going to be doing for the next while.
We love a con crush. We really do. Like, you really, really do. Thank you very much, Ren. Do go. If you see Ren at San Diego Comic-Con, say hi and be nice, or I will sleep.
Yeah, and if you're going to the Critical Role meetup, you will see me because I'm helping run that. So be sure to say hi.
There you go. And last and most certainly not least, Dan, anything you would like to plug at all?
Nope, just Tides of Chaos whenever that next one happens. I think right now we're planning week after next, but we'll see as schedules permit.
Fantastic, thank you very much, guys. Like I said, I did have one last surprise for you. I'm very prone to handing out inspiration when I see something really fun happen during a campaign or during a session. But I've decided to do another form of rewarding, and this one's a bit more from the party to the party. It happened at a table that I play at, and it's a really, really cool thing. So I just trust me on this, right? I would like to go around everybody here, and I want to nominate an MVP of the session. This is not to say that everybody didn't do something good, but it's to say that somebody maybe leaned into their character a little bit more, did something new for the first time, unlocked something pretty cool. Who knows? As with all my things, it can apply to players and DMs. But MVP status for today, I will also have a vote, and that is purely, just because most of my sessions have 4 players and a DM, so there's never just a hung vote, so to speak. So, does anybody want to nominate somebody's MVP of today's session, and then they'll find out what their prize is?
I immediately nominate Dan.
Oh.
Seconded, yeah.
So I have 2 votes for Dan.
For just the masterful work that he did, delving into Constantine's riz that I didn't know existed.
The 180 flip flop between I don't know if I could kiss. I haven't thought about kissing you two. I'm gonna steal wine from your father to kind of make up for it and impress you. Stunning. Stellar.
Shenanigans, camp, stellar. It was fun.
So I have 3 for Dan. I was also going to say Dan. I have 4 for Dan. Dan, just you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen with votes and such. Who would you nominate?
Yes, I really liked getting everyone's insight. I thought everyone did a great job. I thought it was really fun to see Rista interact with her parents, though. I felt like it gave us a little bit more insight into her character. So I got to vote Rista, I think, on that one.
Oh.
Or Gina. Are you voting for the player or for the character?
You vote for the player. The player.
I am one and the same.
I think Gina was doing great. I love that.
So, like I said, everybody always does fantastic at a D&D table unless they really don't feel like they're into it, at which point you can tell, at which point you still give them the props anyway. But everybody did fantastic today, but in this particular case, Dan has been given the first MVP for this campaign. And what it basically means is, Dan, you get a portent.
I get a port.
A portent.
Oh, okay.
Some-
Ooh.
So for those that don't know what a portent roll is, it comes from a wizard subclass where they get a d20. I roll a d20 for you, and I tell
Okay.
well, you can roll it. No, you can roll it.
Okay.
So you roll a d20, whatever that number is, you keep a note of that number somewhere. At any session during this campaign, you can keep it for as long as you want, or you can use it straight away next session, who knows. But you have this roll sitting, and you can use it on any d20 roll. Ability check, saving throw, you name it, and it doesn't have to be yours. It follows all the rules of a portent roll. Okay? You can only have one of
Alright.
these. You can only have one of these. So if you still have this and you get nominated as MVP again, all you get is the bragging rights.
Okay.
Okay? Roll your
Alright,
roll your portent.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, that kind of works. Y'all can see my very messy desk. Nope, just kidding. It's blurry. Hello. Okay, fine. Y'all are just gonna have to
You
trust
almost
me
had
on
it.
We'll trust you. We trust
So
you.
close.
We trust you.
Okay, that's a 17. I'm happy with that.
Oh,
That's
solid.
I
That's a
have in
good
my
port.
pocket.
that's really
That's
solid.
Solid.
So congratulations to Dan as the first MVP for the campaign. Very well earned. With a 17 in stash for anything that goes down. But if that's everything from my players and that's everything from me, well then that's everything from us. So thanks very much for coming to see us today, guys. I've been your DM of Doom, Oops All Brands, or World Tree Quests here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today we have had Charlie 182.0, we've had Gina Donahue, we've had Changeling Rogue, and we've had Just Dan. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night, stay safe, never trust weird men wearing all dark colours, especially when you can't see their hands. They could have black holes for hands. Also, don't pull a finny.
It could happen.
Good night, folks. Good night. It could happen. That's the thing. Anything could happen and you just don't know it.